Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
What is the today's topic?
Enumerated data types.
So go to new and name it to enum.c. So name it to save enum.c and the topic name is enumeration data types. Enumeration data type is the topic. So the first point is it is a derived data type. Derived data type. What is derived data type? The enumeration data type, whatever we are going to create, that enumerations is a derived data type. Like in the first unit, we discussed types of data types, in the primitive data types, and we discussed derived data types also. Under primitive data types, the primitive types called integer, character, float, those kind of data types will come. Under derived data types, we listed what we listed arrays, structures, pointers, and these functions and this enumeration data types also we listed out. So structures is a derived data type, pointer is a derived data type, and functions is a derived data type, and this enumeration is also a derived data type. So enumerations is a derived data type. It is used to
Sir,
చెప్పమ్మా వెయిటింగ్ లో ఉన్నారా
sir, లేదు సార్ derived అన్నా యూజర్ డిఫైన్డ్ అన్నా ఒకటేనా సార్?
అన్ని ఒకటే అమ్మా యూజర్ డిఫైన్డ్ అన్న డెరివ్డ్ అన్న సో బోత్ ఆర్
ఓకే
సేమ్
ఓకే
ఓన్లీ రైట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ టు క్రియేట్ integral constant integral constants సో మధ్య మధ్యలో జాయిన్ అవ్వద్దమ్మా so it is used to create integral constants. What do you mean by integral? Integral is nothing but a integer. So this enumeration data type is used to create integer constants like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like all these are the integer constants only. To create those integer constants, we will use a enumeration data type where each integer constant, each constant given with each constant, each constant given with, each constant is given with, excuse me, so many people are disturbing. Right. It is used to create integral constant in the sense integer constant. All integer constant examples are the starting from 0 to anything you can write 0, 1, 2, 3. All these are integer constants. Each constant, each constant is each constant is given with, each constant is given with each constant is given with the names. Each constant is given with names. That means variable names. And the third point is like how we used the structure keyword to create the structure definition. Here also to create the enumerations, the enum keyword is used. Enum keyword is used to create the enumeration types. Enumeration types. See, first one is it is one of the derived data type, like all other structures, functions, and pointers, and all those things. This is also one of the derived data type, and actual definition is written in the second point. What is the benefit of enumerations? It is used to create integer constants, and where all the integer constants are given with one name. So we will define integer constant by using the enumerations, and for all those integers, for one integer defined by the enumeration, we will have one name, right? And how to create enumeration types? By using the keyword enum. So see the syntax for defining the syntax for defining the syntax for defining the what enumeration keyword, enumeration type. So we follow the keyword enum followed by enumeration type, enumeration name. Enum name we have to write like a struct for space and a structure name. In the same way, enum space enumeration name, enum name we have to write in between this angular braces. Here you have to write the name and open the brace and close the brace. In between the enumeration list, you have to write enumeration variable 1 you have to write comma, variable 2 you have to write, and variable 3 you have to write, so on you can write, so on you can write, so on you can write up to variable n. Each variable name will be given with one integer constant, one integer constant. This is the syntax for defining the enumeration types. Enum keyword followed by enumeration name, and all the enumeration constants are defined in between opening and closing brace, where 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 enum is where enum is a keyword used to define the enumeration. And next enum name variable n. So come here, we are talking about enumeration name. Enum name is a name given to enumerations, given to enumeration. Our enumeration name is given in the place of enum name. And all variable 1, variable 2, comma, variable n are the integer constant, integral constant names, integral constant names. By default, variable 1 is a variable 1 by default compiler will allocate by default variable 1 value will be 0, and variable 2 value will be 1, and variable 3 value will be 2, and so on and so on, like this. So the enumeration type variable names will be given with the values starting with 0. That means the variable 1, enumeration type variable 1 will be given with 0, and next variable will be 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So by default it starts with 0. By default it starts with 0. Now we will see, till now we have written the definition for enumeration. We written the syntax for creating the enumeration definition, creating an enumeration definition. So earlier also for structure we written some syntax for creating the structure definition. So here also we have some syntax for creating the enumeration definition. So there also we created definition, and after definition we written some syntax for creating the structure variable. So here also after defining the enumeration definition with this syntax, next we have to create the variable for enumeration. So how to create a variable? Creating a variable, creating a variable for enumeration. How to create? Again, we need to follow the syntax. Enumeration we have to define, and followed by for which enumeration you are going to define a variable, that we have to write. For which enumeration? For this enum name, for this enumeration type only we have to create variable, and variable name we have to write. Var name we have to write. So this is the syntax. This is the syntax. Now with this idea, how to define a enumeration definition, and enumeration keyword is used for creating enumeration definition, and followed by enum name is given to the name for that particular enumerations. And inside we are able to define variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, variable, like so many enumeration variables we can define. If we don't give any values for variables, by default variable 1 will take 0, and variable 2 will take 1 and 3, like so on. Variable 3 will take the value 2. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, all are integer constants. And variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, all these things are given integer constant names. Variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, all these are names given to the integer constant 0, 1, 2, 3. And after defining the enumeration definitions, how to create a variable for that particular definition is given here. How to create enumeration variable name, enumeration, and for which enumeration you are going to create a variable name, you have to write here in the place of variable name. So with this idea, how to create enumeration definitions and how to create a variable for it, with this definition we are going to write one simple program. Actually we need to have some doubt that why to create these kind of enumerations, because these kind of techniques, this kind of enumeration programming is very helpful in creating the January, February, like month calendar, or creating the week, like Monday to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like this. When you are dealing this week programmings like this, you can get very beneficial effect of this enumeration types. These enumerations are useful in creating month and years, or the day in the week. Like this, when you're dealing with this kind of what we can say programming, then you can use the enumeration there. So you will understand this enumeration if you go through the one simple programming. So I'm writing a program. So first define the enumerations. So you can define the structure definition outside the void. So in the same way, we can also define the enumeration definition outside the main only. So I'm writing the definition for it. Enum. How to create enumerations? Keyword enum space enumeration name. So here I'm going to create enumeration for a week, so that my enumeration name will be week. And open the brace and close the brace. In between opening and closing brace, you can have the variable integral constant names. Integral constant names you can write. So Monday, what week contains? Monday, comma, Tuesday. All these are the integral constant names. Monday, Tuesday, and all these things. Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. See, I am defining the enumeration of week. This week contains Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All these Monday to Sunday are the integral constant names I given. So week is going to define enumeration constants. So what is the enumeration constant of the Monday? If you don't define anything for the variables in the enumeration types, by default it will allocate, the compiler will allocate 0. So Monday will be allocated with 0, then Tuesday will be 1, and Wednesday will be 2, Thursday will be 3, Friday will be 4, and Saturday will be 5, and Sunday will be 6. So starting from 0 to 6. So for all these 0 to 6, one variable name is given. For 0, Monday is given. For 1, Tuesday is given. For 2, Wednesday is given. 3 for Thursday, 4 Friday, 5 Saturday, 6 Sunday. For all these 0 to 6 integers, one name is given. So Monday to Sunday. So when you define this enumeration type, next we have to create the enumeration variable in order to make use of the enumeration week. So now you see here in this program, we done with this code is written for defining a enumeration. Defining a enumeration. Now I am going to define a variable. I'm going to define a variable. So declare variable, declare a variable for enumeration week. Here defining a enumeration week. So defining a enumeration will be outside the main, and declaring the variable for enumeration week is inside the main functions. And you can also have the definition of the week inside main also, and you can also write outside the main also. But you must create the variable for enumeration data type inside the main function only. Then you see the syntax: enumeration name followed by variable name we have to write. So you see enum keyword followed by, for which enumeration you are going to create the variable, for week enumeration, that the name of the week, and space, the variable name is today I am writing. So the today is the variable name given for week enumeration. Next, enter. If I assign today equal to week, then what equal to Monday, and use printer in between double quotation, two new lines you can take. Today equal to percentile D, and replace the percentile D with today. And what is going to be printed in the place of percentile D? In the place of percentile D, and after declaring all the variables, you write down one CLR SCR here also. Then you tell me what is going to be printed in the place of percentile D. When you print today, 0 is going to be printed, because for this today I assigned Monday. What is the default value of Monday if you don't initialize anything? 0. And next Tuesday will be 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? So you are assigning Monday to today, then that the Monday value 0 will be given to today, and in place of today we are going to print a 0 value. That means today is today number is 1. That means first day in the week. You comment everything except the program. And Alt F9, 0 errors, Control F9. See, today is equal to 0. That means the first day in the week is Monday. That Monday value is 0. But it is meaningless that it is a 0 day. For that, we have to add here today plus 1. That means Monday value is 0. That 0 is assigned to today. Now today is also 0. That means today is Monday. That means the Monday value 0 is assigned to today. By seeing the 0, I can understand that okay, it is the first day in the week. First day in the week is 0. But when you are seeing on the monitor the first day in the week is 0, that is meaningless because there is no 0 day. So I am adding for that 0 plus 1, so that what is printed, control F9, control F9. So 1 is printed. That means today is 1. That means the starting day in the week is 1. That means Monday. I can understand. But if I write Tuesday here, what is assigned? If I write Tuesday here, what will be assigned to today? Tuesday is Monday is 0, Tuesday is 1, so that the Tuesday value 1 is assigned to today. Now today is also 1. So when you are printing today equal to percentile D, then today plus 1, that means 1 plus 1, 2, that 2 is replaced in the form of percentile D, and what is going to be printed? Today is 2. That means it is the second day in the week. That is not Monday, it is a second day, Tuesday it is. If I write Thursday, if I write Tuesday, and then instead of that, if I write Wednesday, what is Wednesday? Wednesday is number is Monday number is 0, Tuesday number is 1, Wednesday number is 2. So 2 is assigned to today, and now today also 2. Now here if you want to, if you are trying to print today, 2 plus 1, 3, that 3 is replaced in the form of percentile D, and today equal to 3 is printed. Execute the program. Today equal to 3. That means it is a third day in the week. What is the third day in the week? Wednesday. That is Wednesday. So when you are doing the programming of this week enumerations, excuse me. So when you are doing this week enumerations, month enumerations, or you are doing the programs of year, this kind of enumeration program is very helpful because we cannot deal with the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We cannot remember all the 7 days in the week with the names. So when you remember the days with the integral constant, and if those integral constant or integer numbers are given with one name, you can easily understand. That means 0 means Monday, 1 means Tuesday, and 2 means Wednesday. Like this, when the week days are represented with integer numbers, it is very easy to understand in the program. So now you see today plus 1, that means today value is Wednesday. Wednesday means it is starting with 0. It is 0, it is 1, and it is 2. 2 plus 1, 3. See, it is a third day, isn't it? Third day. First day is Monday, second day is Tuesday, third day is Wednesday. Instead of writing here plus 1, we can also change here only. We can also change here also. By default, if you don't initialize anything, the Monday value start with 0. You can also change the pattern equal to 1. If you write Monday will start with 1 instead of 0, and the next Tuesday value will be taken with 2, and Wednesday will be 3, and it is 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you change the value of Monday to 2, then Monday will be 2 instead of 0, and Tuesday will start with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you can also change in between also. And Monday starts with 2, and Tuesday will be 3, and you can change the Wednesday value to 6. Then Wednesday value will be 6, and Thursday will be 7. So that you can also modify the numbers of the enumeration days. Enumeration days. So now you can no need to write today plus 1. If you directly write today equal to Monday, that means what is printed? Today value 2 is printed, but we want to start with 1. So now Monday means 1, and that Monday is assigned to today, and today is also 1. And when you print today, what is printed? 1 is printed. Today equal to 1 is printed. If you write instead of Monday, if you write Tuesday, the Tuesday value is 2, because Monday is starting from 1, Tuesday will be 2, Wednesday will be 3, and so on like this. So Tuesday will be 2, that 2 is assigned to today. Now if you print today, the today value will be printed as 2. That means today is a second day in the week. What is the second day in the week? First day is Monday, second day is today. So instead of recognizing the days in a week with the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday names, you can remember with the integer constant. If you know the integer constant, for example, today integer constant is today 2. That means you can easily identify what the day is. It is a Tuesday. If the today value is 1, what is the one value represented in the enumeration? Monday. So if you know the integer constant, you can easily identify the day in the week instead of recognizing with the names. And when the program is when a question comes in the examination, write this enumeration data definition and syntax for defining the enumeration, then the syntax for creating the enumeration type, syntax for creating the enumeration variable name, and then you write this some simple example program. And up to this you can write, it is sufficient. But if you know the more what we can say, the advantage of the enumeration, you can follow the further programming also, because we have 10 minutes of time, I think. So up to this is enough. If you want to get more benefit of the program enumerations, so you can also follow. I am modifying the program here. I'm commenting it, or I can also simply leave it. I'm writing if condition. I'm writing the if condition. If today equal to 1, that means what? What is the value associated with 1? 1 means Monday. That means if today equal to 1, that means it is a Monday. You same thing you can print in the printf statement, double quotation, backslash n, and you can print it's a Monday. Otherwise, if it is not equal to 1, you can go to the else if statement. Else if today equal to 2, what is the value represented with 2? 1 means Monday, 2 means Tuesday. If the today value is 2, that means the today is Tuesday. Same thing you can print in the printf statement. Tuesday. If it is not equal to 2, again go for one more checking, else if statement. If today equal to 3, what is the value associated with 3? 1 means Monday, Tuesday means 2, Wednesday means 3. When value equal to 3, today value equal to 3, that means it is a Wednesday. It is a Wednesday. can print 2 new lines you can take, and it's a, here you write down it's Tuesday, and if the today equal to 3, it's Wednesday. Wednesday you can write. Like this you can write for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday also. Sunday also. And remove this statement. You don't need to print this one. So here I am writing Monday. Here I am writing Monday. Monday means what? Monday integer constant is 1 and the name given is Monday. So Monday value 1 is assigned to today. Now today is also 1. And in the if condition, if today equal to double equal to 1, and if today double equal to 2, and if today double equal to 3, like this you have to write. So today is 1, and is that today equal to 1? Yes, today value is 1, and that 1 is equal to this one. Condition is true, and what is printed? It's a Monday, and all other else if statements are ignored. So Alt F9 00 Control F9, it's a Monday, because the Monday value is 1. And if you write today value is Tuesday here, Tuesday here, what is the Tuesday value? 2, because Monday value is 1, Tuesday will be 2, and the Wednesday will be 3, and so on like that. So Tuesday value is 2, the 2 is assigned to today. Now today is also 2. Now you check the if condition. 2 is equal to, today is equal to 1? Not, because today value is 2, 2 is not equal, 2 is not equal to 1, condition is false. Then come to the second else if statement. What is today value? 2. 2 is equal to 2, yes. Then what is printed? It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday is printed, and all other statements are ignored. All other else if statements are ignored. Control F9. Today is Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. And if you change it to Wednesday, 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 Wednesday value is 3. That 3 is assigned to today. Now today value is also 3, and come to the program if else statement. Today is 3. 3 is equal to 1, false. Now come here. Today equal to 2. Today value is 3. 3 equal to 2, false. And come here. Today value is 3. 3 equal to 3, yes. Then what is printed? It's Wednesday. That is printed. Control F9. Control F9 you can press, and it's a Wednesday. So these enumerations are very helpful when you are writing a